Hello and welcome to my channel, the so-called travel expert. Coming up in this video, an exciting ride in a cable car with beautiful views of the Alps, a scary walkway along the side of a cliff, and getting an adrenaline rush walking alongside the cliff. Join us for an exciting adventure in Grindelwald. Here's an overview of the Jungfrauregion, and in today's video we head up using the cable cars from Grindelwald to Grindelwald First, or Grindelwald First as the locals would call it. And throughout the ride up using the cable car, you get beautiful views of these high alpine mountains. The starting point was just a short ride from our holiday home in Grindelwald. And as part of the tourist tax, you are allowed free rides on the local buses. The First cable car is easily accessible as it is located in the center of the village. So we are heading off now to the First with the cable car. The service starts at 8:30 in the morning, and we were amongst the first people showing up. So it was good to be the first ones and not having to stand in the queue. First impressions of the cable car, of this cable car gondola is feels a bit old-fashioned, and it is small as well. It has a seating capacity of only 6 people, but I think 6 would be a tight squeeze. It is probably suitable only for 4 people at the most, I would say. And compared to the Eiger Express that we've been using for the last couple of days, this really feels quite old-fashioned and uncomfortable as well. We soon came across a playground and decided to stop over to check it out. The cable car slows down so you can easily hop off at the station. That's the views that I have sitting on my bench over here. Wonderful. I mean, one could easily spend the full day taking in these views. And here is the playground as well. Very imaginative and big enough to keep kids occupied for at least half an hour. And as you can see, at around 10:30 in the morning, it's totally empty. There's hardly anybody else in there. We then continued onwards, and the views got even better the higher we went. We now reach our destination First, which is roughly 30 minutes from Grindelwald. One can also rent e-bikes for cycling along the innumerable trails this mountain has to offer. Here is the first view of the cliff walk. If you have a fear of heights, then this activity might not be for you. But if you want an adrenaline rush, this is the place to be. And since we are fearless alpha males, we chose to head off without a second thought. You too can enjoy this experience through our eyes. Yes, that's the view you get when you look down. Exciting, isn't it? But this is the reality that you often don't see in social media. A queue of tourists at the edge of the walk to have their selfies. But it is worth the wait, because at the end of it, this is the view that you are rewarded with. So we just finished the cliff walk, and that was also mind-blowing. It is highly recommended if you want some adventure. It is free of cost, and you really look down into the cliff. So if you don't let your nerves get the better of you, you will be rewarded with wonderful views. So highly recommended. We are heading back now from the First cable car. We are now planning to head to the Eiger Trail, which we think is much more exciting. Following the cliff walk, we are now heading to the Eiger North Face trail, and for that we would first have to come back down to Grindelwald, and then we take the Eiger Express cable car back up to Eiger Glacier, and from there this hike starts, which is right at the base of the Eiger North Face. We came back down to Grindelwald from the first mountain that you see on the opposite side, and now we are heading up to Eiger Glacier with the Eiger Express cable car. So we are here at the Eiger Glacier, and we will do the Eiger North Face walk, which is this one. And probably the most interesting part is only till here. So we are still undecided whether we go back down here and take the train or just return back to Eiger Glacier. Let's see. The Eiger Trail starts immediately from Eiger Glacier station. There's the station for the Eiger Express cable car, and you can also see the Lake Fallbodensee, I think it is, where we were yesterday. But we liked it so much that we will head back there today as well. And you can see, no, you cannot see Grindelwald from here, but it is down there in that valley. And here is the north face of the Eiger. I mean, it is literally a vertical wall. I think it is 1800 meters high, and we were told that it takes around, it's 4 kilometers long, and the world record for climbing this wall is in 2.5 hours. So we have walked a short distance already. You can see the Eiger Glacier station behind me over there, and it's an interesting walk, although people who are scared of heights might not prefer this trek. But I've seen also a lot of kids doing this trek, so it should be doable. This young man certainly did not have a fear of heights and enjoyed this hike as well. The only thing to keep in mind is that this is quite an exposed route, so please check the weather forecast and ensure that no rain is predicted. Otherwise, it might not be an enjoyable experience. So that's it for this video. Here's a glimpse of what's coming up in the next video. Thanks for watching.